Assalamu alaikum. I'm Syeda Tashfia Tasnim Juha. My role is 5 and today I have with me my fellow classmate Nasrin Lima and her role is 7 and we're going to talk about wetlands of Bangladesh. So my first question to Nasrin Lima is, what is wetland?
Wetland are the areas in which water covers the soil or at present or near the surface of the soil or air or for varying periods of time during the year, including during the growing season. Water saturation largely determines how the soil develops and types of plant and animal communities living in the wetlands. Wetlands may support both aquatic and terrestrial plants and animals. The prolonged presence of water creates conditions that favor the growth of specially adapted plants and promote the development of characteristic wetland soil.
Now my question is, do you think is there any benefit of wetlands? And please tell us the function of wetlands in context of Bangladesh.
Wetlands have a lot of benefits such as economic, social, environmental, recreational, and educational. Wetlands are particularly valuable components of ecosystem as it supports and protects the wildlife and various types of animals, as well as protecting water quality, erosion prevention, flood storage, and recreation. It acts like as kidneys of earth because it filters all the pollutants of earth and keep the water cleaner. The wetlands that is situated near the coastal areas serve as like the flood protector as it storage as it store excess waters during storm surges. Besides this, wetland act as a groundwater recharger. When the wetlands are situated in the area, the water storage in underground and helps the recharge of groundwater. It shelters and feeds wetland shelters and feeds thousands of millions of plants and animals. The ecological diversity offers one of the most beautiful and aesthetically pleasing features of landscape. That's all about the benefits and functions of wetlands to my known. Thank you.
Now I'm going to talk about the wetland scenario of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is rich in wetland. The total area of wetlands in our country is 7 to 8 million hectares and it covers 50% of the total land area of our country. According to Ramsar Convention, two-thirds of Bangladesh are wetlands. These wetlands are home to more than hundreds of species of fish, plants and wildlife. These wetlands are also sources of income and nutrition to more than millions of people living in the rural areas of Bangladesh. The wetlands of Bangladesh have both national and international significance. At present, the state of 8 wetlands of our country have reached to a critical state and these 8 wetlands have been declared as the ecologically critical areas of our country according to the Ecologically Critical Area Ordinance 2010. These 8 wetlands are Hakaluki Haor, Tanguar Haor of Sunamganj, Marjat Baur of Jhinaidaho, Gulshan Baridhara Lake of Dhaka City Corporation, the Dhaka Narayanganj river system, that is the river system consists of Buriganga, Turak and Balu and Shitalokha river, and the mangrove ecosystem of Khulna region, that is the Sundarban mangrove forest, and the Sonadia island of Cox's Bazar district and St. Martin's coral reef of Cox's Bazar district. The wetlands of Bangladesh are classified into 3 major categories. They are saltwater wetlands, freshwater wetlands, and the man-made wetlands. The saltwater wetlands consist of these saline water areas of our country, and it includes the Sundarban mangrove system and the coral reefs of the Cox's Bazar district. The freshwater wetlands of our country consist of the permanent river, freshwater lakes, marshes, swamps, etc. And the man-made wetlands of our country includes the man-made ponds for fishery and also irrigation lands and the hydro dams such as the Kaptai Lake. Now I request Nasrin Lima to tell us something about the biodiversity and degradation of wetlands in our country.
Wetlands have been called biological super system because they produce a wide variety of foods that support a remarkable level of biodiversity. In terms of number and variety of species supported, they are rich as rainforests and coral reef. Wetland provides the breeding ground and habitat for all the aquatic species and terrestrial species. Their combination of shallow water, high level of nutrients, and high primary productivity is ideal for the development of organisms that form the essential base of our planet's food web. Now I am discuss about the degradation of wetland. Due to many development activities over the last 3 decades, massive physical infrastructures in the form of rural, road and flood embankment have been developed in the wetlands, including floodplains and harbor areas. Many of these infrastructures disregarded local topographic condition and natural water flow direction, which has often resulted in poor drainage condition and water logging and impacting in the local surface water regime. The critical point of such development activities in the wetlands led to transformation very rapidly at a massive scale. Not only in Howard areas but also in Dhaka areas, the development infrastructure and illegal development activities in wetland areas are the major reason of wetland degradation. Due to population increasing in Bangladesh, for reaching their demands and for fulfill their demands, they illegally poaching and hunting the ecosystems of Bangladesh, and the biodiversity is degraded rapidly. Biodiversity is degraded rapidly as a whole. Degradation of wetlands has caused several problems, including the extinction and reduction of wildlife and extinction of indigenous wild and domesticated rice varieties, loss of many indigenous aquatic plants, herbs, shrubs and weeds, loss of natural soil nutrients, and loss of natural water reservoirs and of their resultant benefits, increasing in the occurrence of flooding and degeneration of wetland-based ecosystem, occupations, socio-economic institutions and cultures. Wetlands are dynamic ecosystems which change over time. Despite protection from external threats, it may die a natural death. Keeping this in mind, transformation of wetlands through human intervention must be carefully undertaken. Now you are requested to say about the wetland in Bangladesh in another areas.
Now I'm going to talk about the restoration of wetland. One of the major projects that was undertaken by Bangladesh government was MSCH project funded by the USAID. Under this project, the wetland High Haor of Sylhet region was restored. This project was started from the year 1999, and the plan of this project included creating awareness among the people living surrounding the wetland area, restoration and rehabilitation of the wetland by excavation, release of native fishes into the wetlands, planting trees surrounding the wetland areas, and by building more than 56 aquatic sanctuaries in the wetland area. And this project also implemented the plan of reinforced concrete tracking device to the fishes to prevent the catching of fishes in that area. And as a result of these plans and initiatives, the wetland of the High Haor was restored, and the fish catch per hectare increased to 140% within the year 1999 to 2005. And similar projects were also taken to restore the wetlands in the Dhaka City Corporation, and the Hathijil project is one of them. And this project was inaugurated in the year 2013, and this project helped to maintain the water circulation and flooding that occur in Dhaka city during the rainy season. And also it was built to prevent the traffic jam and congestion that occurs in that region. However, this plan has reached to a failure due to improper management and improper implementation of the plan.
Thank you very much for your valuable information. This information is quite unknown to me. Thanks for our long conversation. Thank you very much.